U.S. military backing, facing now backlash. They sunk this Iranian warship. This was this past week. Now, it marked the first time since World War II that a U.S. submarine sank a ship. And critics, well, now they say that this is violating international law.
So to discuss this further, we are now joined by federal criminal defense attorney Ronald Chapman II. Now, Ronald, I'll bring you in now. While this is all happening, Trump is making a change in his cabinet. Kristi Noem will no longer serve as DHS secretary. Trump removed her from her position and appointed her as a special envoy for the Shield of the Americas, which is now aimed at taking down drug cartels in the U.S. and Latin American countries. Now, Noem's DHS departure was anticipated after she testified before Congress on March the 3rd about DHS oversight. She faced questions about ICE enforcement tactics, about the purchasing of a $300 million luxury jet fleet. She's also facing scrutiny for taxpayer-funded advertising campaigns, which nearly cost $220 million to make. But a big moment came when she was asked about an affair with Corey Lewandowski. Take a listen.
So, Secretary Noem, at any time during your tenure as Director of Department of Homeland Security, have you had sexual relations with Corey Lewandowski?
Mr. Chairman, I am shocked that we're going down and peddling tabloid garbage.
You should be wanting to answer that question.
As garbage?
Because it is not about your sex life.
That you have brought
it is
that
about your judgment.
That kind of.
So, Ronald, I reeled off a laundry list of issues there with Kristi Noem, with her reign. Tell us what you really think was maybe perhaps the straw that broke the camel's back for her.
Yeah, listen, I think it's probably got to be that, $220 million no-bid advertising campaign. I think that she testified that Donald Trump was aware of it in some certain terms, and that's going to be a big problem, right? I think the Trump administration is standing on the proposition that waste in government will be removed, and the one thing he cannot have is a cabinet member engaging in that same waste. The affair questions, absolutely outlandish, should never be the subject of a hearing like this. That's much more of a personal matter. But the reality is that I believe she's got to be removed after that testimony about the advertising campaign. And there's also been a lot of public scrutiny. This is not something that is abnormal. It's certainly fair after she takes contentious positions for Donald Trump to say, listen, you've had a good run. Let's move on. Let's change some blood. I think we saw the same thing happen in Minnesota very successfully with the replacement that really turned the tables around for the Trump administration, and that's going to be what's most important here.
Yeah, and the big question now is, will she be investigated, given that testimony on the stand and then or on the Hill there, but then having President Trump come out and say, I didn't say that. She could be investigated here. We'll wait to see what happens. We got to leave it there. Ronald Chapman, Keith Gross, thank you both for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you both.